Does there come a point in our lives after the age of 30, 35, where we need to find more meaning, more purpose in our life? It's like we did all the things, we have all the stuff, now what? That is what I'm going to get into today. Sit tight. Welcome back to another video. My name is Jen Falco. I'm the author of the 12-step guide for the self-help book, Addict. Today I'm going to talk about purpose after the age of 35 or your 30s. Doesn't matter, not exact, but I find that there comes a point in people's lives, usually after the age of 30, maybe 35, maybe later, depending on the person, where they're searching for more meaning, searching for their purpose in life. Now, you might be younger, searching for more purpose, and that's okay. But usually it falls around this time, and you got to wonder why. Well, you could go with the obvious, saying, okay, people did all the stuff. They went to school, they got the career, they got married, they had the children, they got the divorce, whatever. Now what? They're looking for, it's like, what's next? What's next in life? And it's not just about the superficiality of looking for, that high, whatever's coming next in your life. It's why people have midlife crises. They buy cars or big TVs, change how they look, move to another location, stuff like that. But look at the underlying meaning behind a midlife crisis. Now, I'm not saying that looking for more meaning or purpose in your life is necessarily a crisis. It's not. It's just that we have to put a label on stuff, right, in society. So we're like, oh, well, that person's doing something very drastic, out of the ordinary of what's accepted. Therefore, they're going through something. They're having a crisis. They're having a spiritual crisis or something. But is it such a bad thing that somebody is doing something drastic? Look at the underlying meaning of that and, see where that person's coming from. They did all the stuff and they found out they're unhappy, so they want to try something else out. They dye their hair, I don't know, they change their look, they buy a car. It is this evolution of humankind. It is our evolution to always look for more meaning. Because as humans, we're not just this body. There's something deeper than that. There's something deeper, and it goes along with our spirit. Whatever you believe in, it doesn't matter, but you must know that there are times in your life where you think, like, what is this? What is this bubble I'm in? What is this bubble in this bodysuit I'm in? What is it, right? What is the meaning? Why am I here? So we start asking deeper questions, and it doesn't matter if you're religious or not. I'm not a religious person. I'm definitely more spiritual. I don't like that word, though, because it sounds very woo-woo. It sounds, to some people, equals religion, but it is not religion. Spirituality is about delving deeper into yourself and what is in alignment with you. Because you've done all the stuff. You've got all the things in your life. Maybe you got all the money, you got all the cars, the houses. Maybe you're still searching for it. But there comes a point where you start realizing that, okay, my happiness is much more important than those things, or those things do not equal my happiness. You find that out. And usually it takes a while. You go through your 20s and maybe part of your 30s, maybe even part of your 40s. However old, it doesn't matter how old you are, but there comes a point in your life where you start to question things. And you start to ask, okay, what's up? Why do I feel this way? I feel out of alignment. I feel uneasy. I feel unsure of myself. That is you looking for you because we lose ourselves along the way of this thing called life and living as a human being. We forget who we are, really. Forget who we are, like deep down inside of us is us. And this us is not human, is not of the physical world, is not cars or TVs or hair color or how we look. It's something deeper than that, and you could call it consciousness, or you could call it just universal love. Whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. Source energy, God, Buddha, Bob, doesn't matter. But It's something greater than just the human existence of just three-dimensional dense living. It's more than, looking at something and saying, okay, this is a solid object. There's more to that. We know there's energy, right? We are flowing with energy. Everything around us is vibrating. Everything is energy. So it's this expansion of our thinking, and it's people waking up. And that's usually what happens when people have a crisis or awakening, or they do something drastic because they're looking to find that meaning. They're looking for home. They're looking for their true selves. Because the ego, you start to realize that the ego is not you. The ego is a part of you. It's the part of you that is telling you that you're this, dense matter, you're just this body and nothing else. But that's not true. So don't think that just because you're in your 30s or 40s or 50s or 60s or 70s or 80s or 90s, or maybe you're 12 years old, I don't know, that, you wanting to do something drastic or something different with your life, this hunt for happiness, it's not a bad thing. It's just part of your evolution as a human being, and it's part of just life, and never think that it's a bad thing or compare yourself to what other people are doing, or, take other people's criticism and say, oh, well, there's something wrong with me because I don't feel fulfilled what I'm doing. No, it's actually a good thing because it means you're waking up, you're expanding your consciousness, you're expanding your thinking to what you are beyond just stuff, material stuff, right? As a human being, you're compassionate. You're from love, state of love. It sounds corny, but it's true. Like, we're very high vibrational beings. And, you start to get into things like energy, frequency, vibration, and people run away screaming because they think it's woo-woo. But they only think it's weird because it's the unknown, and we fear the unknown as human beings. It's like if you're just thrown out into space, you don't know what's out there, right? Or just like if somebody dropped you off in the middle of a city with no cell phone and you don't know where you are, you would freak out because it's your survival mechanism. You don't necessarily love the unknown. It can excite you. It can make you, it can make you feel this rush of adrenaline and energy, but it's normal. So don't think you're abnormal for wanting to do something and being scared to do it. That's what it is apparently when, or essentially when you're at a certain period in your life and you're realizing that stuff external of you is not, you like it, of course, you love your children, you love your husband, you love your situation at home, but there's still that part of you that wants more. So that is your spirit wanting to break free. So the key is to not block it off and say there's something wrong with me. The key is to let it out of you and find ways to let it out of you and listen to it. Listen to your intuition. Listen to what your spirit is calling for. Listen to what you are calling for. What lights you up. Don't suppress it, because suppressing it is just going to make you always, stay in this low vibrational state. So that's all I wanted to say today. If you are going through something, just realize that, hey, almost everybody is. It's just people don't want to admit it because it's not accepted in society, or they're scared of what other people may think. So by you actually admitting to it and allowing it in, that's a huge step that most people don't take. So I just want to give you props for that one. So on that note, I hope you have a great day. My new book's coming out very, very soon, 12-Step Guide for the Self-Help Book Addict. If you want to check it out, I'll put a link below to that. And other than that, subscribe, put out new videos every single week, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.